students, this is your Science Term 2, Unit 5, Basis of Classification. How are organisms classified? They are classified into 7 as according to their hierarchies. Like they start with kingdoms, they are differentiated using the categories kingdom, then phylum, then class, order, family, genus, species. Now, in this figure, you will see how kingdom of organisms are classified. They are classified into bacteria, archaea, eukarya. Then bacteria goes into monera. Eukarya divides itself into protists, fungi, plants, animals. In this lesson, what are the learning objectives of this lesson? To understand the need for dichotomous classification, to classify animals according to their characteristic features, to know the classifications of animals and get the knowledge about invertebrates and vertebrates, to acquire knowledge about classification of plants, to know the importance of 5 kingdom classification, to understand the binomial nomenclature. Now you will see the introduction, like how a classroom can be divided on the things used in a classroom, like wooden materials or non-wooden materials, how it is classified. This type of classification is given in the figure here. Such ways organisms are classified. Dichotomous is nothing but it is a tool used to classify organisms based on their similarities and differences. Features of dichotomous key. A single feature that differentiates a group easily. One character selected to separate the group as present or absent. The step again is continued till the last classification is possible. Here you can see the classification of animals. How are they classified? Vertebrates and invertebrates, which have bone and which do not have bone. Then warm-blooded, cold-blooded. Joint legs without joint legs. This is how the classification goes. Classification of animals are done on the basis of presence and absence of backbone. They are classified into 2 groups. Then backbone can be divided into warm-blooded and cold-blooded, such as the classification further moves on. Basics of classification. Living organisms are also so large in number that they need to be classified into smaller groups for people to understand it more clear. This classification of living organisms is done on the basis of their characteristics, similarities, and the differences between them. Aristotle was a Greek philosopher and thinker who lived about 2400 years ago. Aristotle came up with the following grouping system that was used for almost 2000 years after his death. He classified all organisms into either animals or plants. Then he classified into those with blood and those without blood. Then the animals are classified into 3 groups based on their method of movement: walkers, flyers, or swimmers. Based on the special features and characters, the students identify each buttons given in this activity, how they are different from each other depending on the shape on the buttons, how many holes they have, then what color they are. The activity 1 is based on this classification. Now let us see, why is classification needed? The method of arranging the organisms into groups is called classification. When we classify things, we put them into groups based on their characteristics. Why do we classify things? It makes us easy to understand what are the similarities and differences between them, and they are divided into the same group which they belong to. At least they should be similar in one characteristics to become in a group. Minimum similarity is changed into a group. It is done till the least similarity is obtained. Things with different characteristics are classified into different groups, usually different in at least one characteristics. Classification helps us to understand living and non-living things in better way. For example, we can classify newly discovered organism. We would come to know how it relates to with another. What is need of classification? It is necessary for us to identify an organism correctly, which family it belongs to, what is the relationship between each other, and how are they originated, where are they coming from. Originated or evolution of an organism is known. It provides information about things in different geographical regions. It helps in understanding how complex organisms must have evolved from simpler ones. Here you can see how the hierarchy of categories are obtained. This system was introduced by Linnaeus and is called Linnaean hierarchy. In this hierarchy, there are 7 main categories. First is kingdom, second is phylum, third is class, order, family, genus, and species. Phylum is less than kingdom and more than class. Here, phylum are classified into different based on their characters. You can see the tabular column in this: phylum Protozoa, phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Acylminthes or Nematoda, phylum Annelida, then phylum Arthropoda, phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata. These are the phylum chordates. These are the various phylums. Then they are divided in class species, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves, class Mammalia. These are the classification of animals, how they are classified into vertebrates, invertebrates, aves, mammals, sponge, jellyfish, worm, mollusca, echidome, arthropods, species, amphibians, reptiles. These are the various classifications of animals. Now, classification of plants. In plants, they are divided on the basis of which produce seed and which do not produce seed. In this, again, has roots, stems, and leaves, has no true roots, stems, or leaves, has some roots, stems, and leaves like structures. Produces seed is classified into non-flowering plants, flowering plants, gymnosperms, angiosperms, conifers, monocotyledons, dicotyledons, one seed and which has two seed. Now, mosaic is described in detail. Plant body is now differentiated into two root stem and leaves. They are water living plants, needs moisture to complete its life cycle, hence they are referred to as amphibious plants. Specialized vascular tissues for conduction of water and food. Example of mosaic is Funaria. Ferns plant is well differentiated into root, stem, and roots. Vascular tissues are found. Basically, they are the first land plants which grow well in shady, moist, and cool places. Examples: Anatium. Gymnosperms plants are perennial, woody, evergreen with true roots, stem, and leaves. They possess vascular tissue, xylem without vessels, and phylum without companion cells. Ovules are naked without ovary, hence they do not produce fruits. Seeds are naked. Example: Pinus and Cissus. Plant body is well differentiated into true root, stem, and leaves. They produce flower with 4 whorls, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium, hence known as flowering plants. Female reproductive organ. Ovary is present inside the flower which develops into fruit, and ovule develops into seed. Plant possesses well developed vascular system with xylem vessels and phloem companion cells. Plant possesses well developed plant forms of present day based on the number of cotyledon. Angiosperms are broadly divided into two groups: monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Now, 5 kingdom classification. Kingdoms are classified into Monera, bacteria; Protists, animals; plants, fungi. These are classified. Kingdom Protista is amoeba. Kingdom fungi is example mushroom, yeast. Kingdom Plantae is example ferns, cone-bearing plants. Kingdom Animalia is fish species, aves, amphibian, reptiles. Now, important characteristics of five kingdoms. Go through this tabular column. It is based on the characteristics such as cell type, nucleus, body organization, mode of nutrition. Example. These are the five kingdoms classified: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. This merits of these five kingdom classifications and demerits of five kingdom classifications. It is more scientific and natural. Classification clearly indicates the cellular organization, mode of nutrition, and characters for early evolution of life. It is most accepted system of modern classification. It indicates gradual evolution. Demerits: system of classification viruses have not been given a proper place. Multicellular organisms have originated several times from protists. This type of classification is drawn back with reference to lowest forms of life. Some organisms include under Protista are not eukaryotic. Binomial nomenclature. Gaspard Buchan is in 1623 introduced naming of organisms with two names, which is known as binomial nomenclature, and it was implemented by Carolus Linnaeus in 1753. He is known as father of modern taxonomy. In a universal system of naming organisms, as per the system, each organism has two names, genus and species. Genus begins with a capital letter and species begins with a small letter. The nomenclature for onion is Allium and Sativum. Genus name is Allium, species name is Sativum. This is one of the other type of naming binomial nomenclature. These are the various systems, how organisms are classified, and you can see few of the scientific names of some organisms. Thank you, children. Please go through the points to remember. These are the hints of the lesson. You will understand it in detail. What are the keywords given in the text? Thank you.